What's that? What the? Can you guys hear me? Test. Can you guys hear me? If you guys can hear me, let me know. I'm streaming from my Mac, so yeah. I'm sitting in a cafe. I'm in a cafe right now, and I was like, you know what? Let me live stream. Let me live stream today. So if you guys can hear me, let me know, okay? If you guys can hear me, let me know. Oh, wait, let me make sure. Test. Can you guys hear me? If you guys can hear me, let me know. Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay, that's good. All right. If the quality is worse, just bear with me because as I said, I'm not home, so yeah, just bear with me, guys. All right, let me get this sorted out, bro. Let me get my mouse and everything ready. One sec. If I want to check the chat, then I'll have to go to this way. We can hear everything. Okay, perfect. So let me keep this full screen. And gotta keep switching between the tabs. All right. Whenever I want to read something, yes, loud and clear. All right, perfect. Let me make sure something with OBS. All right, y'all can know. Okay, that's good. Perfect. All right. Give me one sec. Let me connect my mouse and everything else. What for now? Is there a way to, you know what? Forget about it. All right, perfect. Let me get everything connected. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I just realized I forgot my mouse pad. I was eating before I come to this cafe, and yeah, I was using my laptop there. Seems like I forgot my mouse pad there. Good news. All right, no problem. All right, how's everybody doing? Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got today. Today is a little bit tricky, bro. Really just. I think I'm gonna go for the SMT break. We did go for the SMT break already. Let me clean this. Let me clean the chat. By the way, I did take a trade on Monday. Which I'll go through later on. Well, I think I'm gonna go back to get my mouse pad, guys. The table is like so smooth, and I got like a Razer mouse. The Logitech I left it at home. I got this Razer one, and it's not the best with like this table here. It doesn't move well. And if you guys hear any noise or background noise, because I'm in a cafe. She's ringing my coffee, so give me one sec, guys. 谢谢你. 谢谢. 초콜릿 давай. Oh, no. All right. GC took objective already with no entry. Yeah, I was actually going for the long. I was trying to go for a long from here. Just trying to go for the order pairing range. Just go from like here to here, but no entries on M1. Like the CISD is all the way up here. So I try to kind of have like to just expect the fact that price is just going to expect all the way up here. Which for me, it's not really, I did not really expect that we're just going to push all the way up there in like, within like 30 minutes. So let's see, but I think we still can do something here. If you really check at InQ, this current daily range, this current daily candle is just like an inside lower. So we still can manage to get something, and I think we can at least go back for the EQ, the range. I think like try to go for a quick scalp here. We formed a low and then we traded below it. We have this PSP, and then kind of that PSP just failed. Just kind of traded below it one more time. So yeah, I'd rather just wait for this forward candle to close and then see. The only area we can reverse from is like this gap. We form the low, relevant swing, and then we trade below it. And as you guys know, as I always say, when we have irrelevant swing, we either reverse directly. For example, this is a gap, or we kind of like take it off. So let's see what's gonna happen here. But maybe I'll have to bring my mouse back, guys. Or I'll just use the trackpad. I think I'll just use the trackpad for CL. There's nothing really going on. We did have like an SMT at the highs with what is it called? With a PSP, a two-stage PSP, but no reversals shown there, really. So just gotta wait here for the new 30-minute candle. It opened right there. I want the price to kind of take out the high and then GxT, but it didn't like it that. So we gotta wait. There's nothing really here for the time being, so it's just a patience game now at this point. If you really check, what ES is doing, just taking out lows, taking out highs, taking out lows, or taking out highs. So this is more of like seek and destroy, but in a way we're still going down. So PSP, no SMTs at the moment. No SMTs really. No SMT. We only have this SMT break. With this SMT here, then that SMT got broken. If this is the area of prices where price is going to reverse from, so price needs to fail to manipulate this high to continue to like the current high of day. So let's see if that's going to happen or not. If all the assets hit the SMT, let's say I see, do you still take an entry? And this is I don't really use YM that much nowadays. I just use like ES and NQ. Sometimes it's like they coupled, so to keep it easy for me, I'll just CL silver. So let's see. Let me get my coffee, guys. 1 sec. Let me put my laptop back. And that's the beauty of having a Mac. Like you don't really have to worry about anything. No charger, no microphone. Everything is good. For the setup that I have at home, you gotta have everything plugged. The mouse, the charger, the microphone. It's like a whole setup. So let me see what's going on with the chat. Alright. But now I think I'm gonna play some music, guys. So bear with me. Gonna go for Whisper My Name. What's my name? Alright, let me get this up. Get this plugged. And by the way, it's really weird for me to kind of live stream from a cafe. I don't feel comfortable. Like I don't feel comfortable to speak loud or anything, so I have to be like so cautious with my voice. So maybe I'll stream for like an hour and then go back home and then do the rest. Because maybe they gotta close at 10:30. Now it's like 10. Look at the time, 10 p.m. And this is no, they cannot. It's like, guys. Alright, so let's see. So for the time being, I don't really want to look for shorts. If you guys really take a look at it, kind of like all the ranges have been rebalanced. Again, this is something I learned from Terry Game. Again, this range has been rebalanced. This range has been rebalanced. So maybe here with like an M15 high to get taken out, or like a clean swing formation, like some sort of two-stage crack, then I can take it to downside. If not, I really want to trade a little bit higher, even though like the more we're getting close to this low, the more likely we're just gonna go and hit it, because we don't have any premium discount, any advanced premium discount. But let me check YM. Some people say that YM took up previously low. Yeah, we did. So now we have the SMT here. But again, still, ideally with like an advanced premium discount sequence, you want the other assets to be around the EQ, like somewhere in here. But look how low it is right now. Like it's just like too low. Ideally, I want to trade into like this level here and just spit in an SMT break. If not, then if you really look here, there's nothing really, like even on the hourly, like if you guys really check, there's nothing really that would hold the price from going low. Like all these gaps I've been like traded into. So Maybe they can act as a catalyst for a pullback. Maybe like if we trade above this high, form a new swing to trade higher, or like this gap here. Then maybe like if we're somewhere in here or somewhere in here, I would take longs, but from here, not the best. But like on ES, it looks better. Why? Because we have an established swing, then we trade it below it. So that's really good on ES. It looks a lot better. With like the SMG here. And this being a PSP. But what do you need to see? You need to see if it is to manipulate this high. Let me hear how that always sounds. Wait, let me get this out of the. Let me stop music. Oh my god, stop music. Ideally, I want to create into this here, if not, if you really look here, there's nothing really, even on the hour. There's nothing really. Let me connect my mouse here. Oh, wait. The input, the microphone has properties. No. Let me keep them max. There, bro. Okay. Is it no good? Let me check. I had an issue with like changing the. I think now it should be better. Alright, I think now it should be better, right? If it's better, let me know. I think now it's supposed to be better. Yeah, because I plugged my earphones and then yeah. These are like gaming earphones, so like you don't really hear anything that's going on outside, so they really help with like focus. But their microphone is shit. Thank you, by the way. Wait, thank you. What was that? Hypox stones. Yeah, thank you, man. Thanks, G. When I plugged them on, I did not really pay attention. Alright, let's see. So for now, what I really want to see. Oh, they trade above it first and then trade lower. Okay, now I get it. Ideally, I want to see a price trade above here, then for me swing. That would be so ideal. Like confirming this hourly CXT here. That would be the first sign that this is gonna be the low of day. Probably this is the low day with like an SMG here on PSP. So we do have now. Alright. This is like an hourly CIC. That's good. Alright, so we're confirming a low. Now, I will not really anticipate the low of 10 a.m. But instead, I will let the low form and then I'll trade the continuation sequence. I will not try to frame this low. I will not try to anticipate this low. I'll just let it form, then trade a continuation. For example, this is 10 a.m. This is 12. Then I'm gonna go back, probably form a gap, then a swing, and then I'll take it back to 10 a.m. high or like this. Current high of day. So this is gonna be the play. So we're just gonna be a little bit patient here, and then let's see what's up. So that's the plan for ES. Here, fail to manipulate, come back, maybe this order block, form a swing with like one stage, and then trade back to the upside. And look at this gap here. We need also to kind of like not really care about this gap here. Do you have stream delay on? Nah. It's supposed to be like instant. Let me check. Yeah, I think it's a little bit delayed. Start break, create highlight, add stream. I'm not sure, man. Alright, let's see. Looking at the 4 hour here, I really like how this candle here formed with like the 2 stage with HO. This one's bullish, this one's bearish. But I really want to take HO back to this low here. So let's see what we can get. Hopefully we can get a C2. Hopefully we can get a C2 or a C3. M15. That's not a C2. So, yeah. Let's see RB. We had the strength switch, and then price. Literally, look at that. Just gonna check out the inside bar low and reverse. All right, so for now, there's nothing really we can take, man. Oh, yeah. These Chinese people. Let me take my first sip. I haven't even tasted the coffee. I got a chocolate latte. Let me try it out. It's good. I don't want to go for Americano or something. It's too late. Even though like it's still like coffee, but. Let me try to set up OBS 1 sec. Is there anything more I can add? Maybe later, not now. YM. 4 hours. If you guys hear the, by the way, if you guys hear the background noise, let me know. I'll try to. I'll lower the volume a little bit so you guys cannot hear them. Because it's, they're coming here. I think they're trying to take dinner. They're trying to eat dinner because this is a hotel, not just a. There's also like, this is the floor number 30 and like 31st to 34th or 35th. There's a hotel, so they come down here to have dinner and also like if you want to have something. Long or short you're looking for? Ideally long, but if I see like a really clean short that aligns with the price, that would be great. Because really, if you really check, like if you want to take shorts, you want to trade away from like the a protected hive day. This is like, is this a protected hive day? So-so, like so-so. It's just like a failure swing. There's nothing really here, quite a lot. Like maybe like this SMT here, that's it. And then just distribute it away from it. And if you really check, like we've been respecting all the bearish PD arrays, like this gap, and now we have another gap, which we might have an SMT fail. If we do manage to trade back into this gap and then form 1 or 2 stage, ideally a 2 stage, or some sort of strength switch formation, that would be really good. So I'll try to put an alert on a high, another one here, so I would know what's going on. If we get like an SMT fill, then yeah, I might be willing to take it. Or some sort of universal model. Expand, like displace, leave a gap, SMT fail, or EC2. That would be great too. If not, then I'll be looking for this hourly here. If you guys really check, we have an hourly CISD on ES. It's not the cleanest, by the way. It's just like, I don't know, like 2 points or 1 point above. Displace, form a new swing, and then try to trade it into one of these candles here. It's one of these levels. But what's the problem now? We have this gap here. Like that's the only high resistance area that price is facing right now. So once this gap is gone, once we inverse it, like once price just kind of breaks above it and closes, then it's just a matter of a pullback, and then you can take your trade in. None of these highs will be a problem. None of them. Alright, so ES trades above the high. Now we got SMT. So let's see what's up. So I might have to wait for an hour here. Let me see the 30 minute. Yeah, probably I'll have to wait for an hour. So it's patience game, guys. I hear people a bit in the background. Yeah, let me try to. Let me know, guys, now if you guys can only hear me. Let me see. Alright, gotta put it down a little bit more. Gotta put it down maybe like -7. Alright, we keep it -7. If you guys can still have issues. Somebody said buys place 30 and 3 minute working. For now, like ideally, like here's the thing, guys. On a daily, really, if you look at it, what do we have? C3, C4. Do we trade the C5? Ideally not. But if we do have a formation, like if we kind of if we're trying to frame a C5, if you really check here, this gap has been inversed. So ideally we're gonna go for this high. So what do we know when we have a candle? By the way, guys, like my brain is not here because there are a lot of people here and I cannot really focus that much. So just bear with me if I like kind of stutter a little bit. So when you have, wait, let me put my laptop close. Let me get the coffee out of the way. Get my laptop close. Get something here to sit outside. All right. So when you're trying to frame a long day, if this is the previous daily candle, you want the incurred candle to hold. Like this is so basic. All right. So we're seeing candle also, we're seeing ES also like trading into the gap, which is a good sign. They're probably gonna start pushing higher. If this candle wants to flip bullish, this is the area to do it from. As you guys know, the T spot from the EQ to the close of the candle. So somewhere in here, we should have something within previous daily candle, within previous daily range, to push price higher. But if you guys really check, we have such a large opposing run. So if you really want to trade this candle, ideally just trade it back to the daily open or back into the current 5-day. Even though like these look really close proximity, but still, do not trust it, guys. We might just gonna go above this high, not really take this high out in reverse. Just look at that. So be safe. That's the first thing. So if we're trying to go long, either go for the daily open or go for the current daily high. If we're trying to go for a short, go for the daily low. Do we have anything really clean on the daily? Not really. The only thing we have, we're confirming a CISD. Now, we're almost retesting this order block here. We're seeing a reaction off of it. If you drop down to 7 hour, there's nothing really. We have a gap. And with such gaps, you don't really see price holding until price kind of fills them up. Like if you really check, fat gap, then once the gap is filled, reverse. Same here. We had this gap. Here, price kind of tends to reverse, but like once you see price kind of like closes below the EQ or just like already trades into the EQ of like a really large gap, then that's not really good sign. That's not really good sign. We either like it's ideal to either like for example, this is the gap, like a large gap. Price returns to the EQ, then we see a reaction. Most of the time, again, if it's a large gap, most of the time this high will not hold. It doesn't have enough momentum to kind of go and just deliver to the lows. So ideally, wait for that high to get taken out, wait for some sort of 2-stage and then deliver lower, or wait for the gap to get swept, so like for the gap to get filled. And there's an obvious situation just here. If you guys really check, we're gonna trade it back. Like if you guys really check in this gap here, look, once we don't really push like into the EQ, we really deliver lower. But like once you go around the EQ, then even if you form like a really clean swing, like look at that, we even kind of inverse this gap, but look at the distance from this low to this low. So price now has to form some sort of relevant swing to take it out. Price just took out this relevant high, it did not really take this one. And then price starts delivering lower. So that's the case here. Either I want to see like a low to get formed and then get taken out, or for the gap to get filled. Now we have the gap filled with a PSP. So that's a good sign. That's a good sign that we might start seeing price pushing higher. But again, remember, this is the daily open. So just trade it back into the daily open or above this high or that high, because we have a bunch of failure swings here. But as I said, I'm not really gonna try to, because what's GxT? It's just trying to profile a 4-hour candle and try to profile the low or the high of the candle. But I'm not really gonna do that. I'm just gonna wait for the universal model. Once the low is established, we expand it away from it, then we retrace, then I will trade here. I will not trade that case because it's so messy, and we have this high resistance liquidity on the hourly, this gap here. So I'll just wait for price to kind of break through. It will retrace at some point, and then I'll try to position myself into that move. So this is the current flag. So like a low to be formed here or somewhere in here, but like that's too low on the leg, so I'll just try to keep it this way, somewhere in here. That would be good. So I'll just be picky today because I don't have like a clean bias. I don't have a clean direction bias. So once that, then that's an issue. Increase the volume, okay. But you'll hear a lot of people in the background. That's the issue. YM made a 4-hour string switch. PSP after ending dailies. Let me check. It is. The one that traded lower closed bullish. The one that's trading higher is bearish, but already like kind of delivered. Price is already delivered higher. So let me see. Was there an entry here? Was there an entry here? If there was, that would be really good. If not, then I wouldn't have really trusted that, to be honest. It's so high up in the leg. Yeah, it's so high up in the light. So I wouldn't have really taken this one. Yes. On CL. Alright, CL is moving. CL is moving. Good, good, good. Once we have this CIC confirmed, that would be great. Or C3. Because this was the C2. But price kind of effed around quite a lot, bro. Let me see. N5. I really wanna see like CL going lower. If I have an opportunity, I will take it. I will take CL to the downside. Let me clear that out. Is the volume good now? There was no entry. Yeah, exactly. And gold, I'm just gonna forget about it now. Like even though like we have this SMT fail, but I'm not gonna touch it. It's just like too high up in the light. I'm not really gonna risk it, bro. All right, let me play something here. All right, so we have the SMT again here. No. What? Let me see. Change alert colors. Interesting. Nothing pops out. Anyways. All right, let me see. So for now we have like an advanced premium discount sequence. Look at this high. It's here. Higher high. Lower high. Let's see. This is like a really clean. Just looking at YM2. It trades above. It already traded into external range. So let's see. Let's see if this gap is going to be the new invalidation to continue lower. How do you use the 90-minute time frame? The same as the hourly and 30-minute. Once we have a 90-minute closure, you can use it. 9 a.m., 10:30, 12, 1:30, 3. But 3 is like too late. Same as the hourly and 30-minute. Try to look for a T2 with a 1-stage or 2-stage cracking correlation, aligned with like your profile for the day or for the 4-hour candle, and then that's it. Like I'll treat it as, again, for example, if this is C2, same as the hourly. Nothing really changes, but only at key times 9, 10:30, and I also use the 45 sometimes. When I try to confirm like a 90-minute and I want to see what's going on inside, I go to the 45 to see if we do have like a 2-stage cracking correlation within the 90-minute candle. That's it. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's just sideways range. Price has already expanded quite a lot for the day. HO. HO is really clean, bro. Look at that. It's a shit above the high and then started delivering lower. Again, looking at it. Oh wow, we delivered to the low. Unfortunately, there was no entry there. Unfortunately. This 4-hour C2 was really good. With a 2-stage PSP. 2-stage PSP forming the high day. From an external, so you want to go external to internal. If you really take this range, look at that gap. Literally just around the EQ, so that would be a perfect sell. But yeah, unfortunately, no entries. Are you in a race, Noran? No, in a cafe. In a cafe. ES could catch up to YM to previous day high. No, we need a 2-stage strength switch to confirm that, which we don't currently have. We want to see ES getting stronger a little bit. That's why I want to wait for the retracement back. Once we get that retracement, then you can confirm some sort of strength switch here. And now we have an ideal. This is not really an ideal formation for this 45, but still, it looks really good. We should above this high here. Let me see. All right, let's see. By the time this 45-minute candle closes, then we'll have also the 90-minute candle closure and the 30-minute candle closure. So let's see. Like if you really look at first, this candle here, you would be like, oh, this candle doesn't support expansion, but then all of a sudden it flips. And I think now, oh wow, the daily candle is now bullish for ES. All right, let me turn on TTFM. It goes for the weekly. Now let me do where is it? Not this one. Go for. Where is it? I don't know why it's not showing up. Anyways. Same for this one, it's not really showing up. I don't know why. Oh, maybe on the 90-minute it doesn't show up? Okay, you got it. I'll just do the TTFM. Okay, so. Alright, so on the daily, again, the candle is already flipping bullish, which is really good. Now this is what I really want to see. Let me take this off. No. Bird alive, someone can bring me up. If I call up your shutter right now. Alright, so daily on NQ is still really bearish. On ES it's quite bullish. So now what do we know? Obviously, ES is a lot stronger, which is one of the weirdest days. But why? If you really compare ES and NQ, you'd be like, oh wow, ES is stronger than NQ, and this is quite rare. But if you really look at YM, it's a lot stronger. So YM is the strongest, ES is the mid asset, and NQ is the weakest. So if you want to trade the catch up, ideally you want to trade the middle asset. So what do we want to see? We want to see a strength switch, ES and YM to strength switch, and that will be the trigger for the SMT break. If not, then then we'll have probably an advanced premium discount sequence to continue lower, because YM traded above the high, NQ is an extreme discount, and ES is around EQ, and that's what you want to see if you want to take a EDP sequence. EPD, not EDP. Are you in college? I'm in a cafe. I finished my studies, bro. I graduated last year. Oh, I did my bachelor's degree last year. I finished it. Bro, how do you sell it gap? It needs to be around equal to leg. That's it. Try to keep it super simple. If you want to go for... Let me do something. Wait, let me show you. What just happened here? Wait. Alright. Let me show you guys something here. So, I'm going to go for a quick lesson here. Let me take this off. Again, this is external range. External. Let's just imagine there are no gaps here, okay? So we're not going to trade from external to external. We're not going to trade from external to internal. We're going to go ERL to ERL, okay? If you really want to go for a... Again, depends on what you mean by a gap. Gap to form a C2 or a gap to trade SMT fail. If you really want to trade SMT fail, the easiest way to do it is just like take the low to the high. Any gaps that are formed here, then that's good. Anything above, within here, is the easiest way to filter it. So once price is pushing lower, and it forms a gap here, or here, or here, and we have an SMT fill, that would be a good one to take, okay? Once it kind of trades below the EQ, ideally don't take an SMT fill. Wait for a swing formation, wait for a C2 closure, because it might just kind of, for example, it might have two gaps, or the gap around the EQ and gap lower. It might form some sort of like reaction to form a level to reverse off of, then trade above, trade higher, go to that gap, and then trade lower. Keep it simple. Once it's above, again, if you want to take shorts, any gaps that form in the premium area, perfect. Anything lower, wait for a swing formation. That's it. That's how you keep it simple. We got 17 viewers and we got 13 likes. Can we push it to like 17? And anybody watched anybody watches the World Cup here? Cantaza on my phone. Let me check on my phone. Let me see something here on my phone, guys. Outside of fucking what it was, you know what I'm saying? Alright, I'm back. Oh wow, 16. Morocco doing good, thanks man. But we need the World Cup, man. Canada, if anybody here is from Canada, sorry, but you guys will get eliminated next match. But France, bro, France is so tough. He got diced probability of winning the camp, so the cup, so hopefully we'll manage to do something with it. What range is that though? How do you define that range? Let's just go to somewhere random. Just to define the range, not to like explain something. Again, for example, you want to frame. Either you want to frame a long from here, or you want to frame a long from the short from the high. Let's see which side gets taken out first. All right, let's just imagine. Oh my God, press random. Okay, let me see. For example, you want to frame a long off here or short off here. Just keep it simple. All right, in that case, what I would like to do, since this is the target I want to trade into, right? This is the low that I want to trade into. I will take my fib from here to that high that was just formed. Any gaps that are formed here, I can take the SMT fill. Anything below, I will wait for a swing. But let's see if price delivers lower or not. For example, in that case, I don't know if I have an SMT filler here or not. Let me check. Yeah, we do. Look at that. Look at that. It's just a random. Again, this is a random bar. Price delivered lower. So in that case, I would be willing to trade this SMT fail. That's it. I would be willing. But again, your target, probably in my case here, I would not really go for external. I'll just go for here. But again, if that's your target, now your fib changes from here to here. Is it sale within the discount? Within the premium area? Yup. Look at that. Look at where the gap is at on the upper half. So I'll just go to M3. I can't. All right. But you guys get the point. We got the SMT fail. Where's ES? Where's that gap? Let me go to bar. Get out of the way. Why? I can't. I can't. Anyways, you guys got the point. All right. And then you can take it. That's a live example. Just a random example and it worked. So that's it. I only trade TTFM, no GxT at the moment. Anyway, when we have same as you do on M5. Like literally, the M3 and M5 are all the same, bro. The only thing you can do is just again. Let's just go again to another example. Again, for example, but that's not a good example. Let me try to find a good example for you. Maybe here. Trade below the lows. All right, and we have this clean draw liquidity. Also, this comes up with like this being a C2 on a daily. We are within the T spot. You want to take this entry. Again, same. You want to go on M5. Is there any area the price can reverse from? Yes. Where is it? This gap here. Why? Because again, it's within. I'm not gonna take from the high to the low in that case. Ideally, I want to take from the bottom here. I think the high would do it because there's quite a bit distance to the EQ. But again, same. In M5, I have a gap. On M3, do I have anything to kind of for price to reverse from? Yes, a gap. Again, what I just do is I find the cleanest sell to buy. Sell to buy is just like this. For example, a sell to buy is this move before going up. Sell to buy. I learned this word like 2 years ago. The CISD for an M3 is here, right? The M5 CISD, where's the M5 CISD? It's a little bit higher. What do? Again, I just wait. Since the M5, we have a bulky candle. M3, we also let me pause the music. On M3, we have a bulky candle. We have a clean level. Also on M5 is a clean level. Again, what do? For example, what time is it now? 10:03. So the next 3-minute candle is at 10:06, right? But before 10:06, what do we have? 10:05, which is the 5-minute candle closure. So again, since the next we're gonna have the 5-minute closure first, then I'll just go wait on the M5. Let me see. M5 failed to close, but on the M3, same. We're failing to close. I'm just gonna do that. We have 10, 10:05, 10:10, 10:15, 10:20 are the M5 closures, and we have 10, 10:03, 10:06, 10:09, 10:12, 10:15, 10:18, I guess, 10:21. I don't know. My math maybe is not mathing, but you guys got the point. So that's what you want to do. Again, you just gotta wait as long as the two. Again, if the M5 has a clean bulky candle and the M3 has a clean bulky candle, then I'm gonna depend on it. But if the M3 doesn't have a bulky candle and M5 does have a bulky candle, then I'm just gonna wait for an M5. I'm not really gonna wait for the M3. But do not make the mistake of this is an M5 level. For example, this is the M5. Go ahead and do that. For example, this is the M5, and I'm just gonna go ahead and wait for the M3 closure. No, don't make that mistake. The level is an M5, wait for an M5 closure. The level on M3, wait for an M3 closure. Same here. Do not wait, because this is the M3 level. On M5, we also did not close, but again, that's how I would do. A bulky candle, which one has a bulky candle? So the first step, which one has a bulky candle? Second, if they both have a clean bulky candle and you're willing to trade away from them and think that that area is protected, then just wait for either 10, 10:03, 10:06, 10:09, or 05, 10, 15, 20, etc. It's all the same. The time frames are like price is just fractal. Like the time frame doesn't really change anything. Like just don't be like, oh, I'm trading an M3, so I should treat it different. No, it's all the same. So keep that in mind. Let me go to NQ. This NQ is supposed to be here. Alright, let me go to hourly again. Gotta wait here for a little bit. You guys got the point or not? Do you confirm whether a price is reversing from or continuing through the gap? How do you confirm whether the price is reversing from or continuing? Either two things. The reaction from the gap, if we see like an immediate reaction aligned with the bias, then you can think price is probably going to reverse from the gap. But again, you don't really wait. Like the question, you have a problem in the question, by the way. For example, this case here, in that case, here. I'm not just going to be, oh, wait, just before price is going to chase all the way. Let me check. Let me do, you know what, let me go to a fresh gap to make it better. To make like that example is better. We don't have quite a lot of gaps here. Price is like so choppy, bro. Anyways, let's use this example. As long as this gap is not filled yet, so price can still react to it, right? I'm not gonna come in here and be like, okay, if price reacts from it, I'm gonna take a sell, and if price doesn't react from it, I'm gonna take a buy. No, what's the daily bias? Like for now, it's not really clear. There are two things you don't really want to see on your trading day. Either price has engaged with like previous daily high or previous daily low, because if price engaged with previous daily high and start delivering lower, then now it's obvious probably going to have a bearish day, so you can anticipate these bearish gaps to hold to deliver price lower. But in that case, since we're just kind of still stuck, but what do we have? Price is still kind of respecting overall the downside narrative. So how I would go about it is just, this is the only area price can reverse from within the gap. If we form a two-stage cracking correlation here, I'm gonna take short into this level. I'm not really gonna be anticipating like once price comes here, let me see if price can, like before you see the reaction, you should already have a plan. You shouldn't be like, I have a gap, like let me map this out. I have this gap. If I see a C2, I'm gonna take it to the upside, but if I don't see a C2, then I'm gonna anticipate the price is gonna fail. No, but it all comes with like your narrative. If day is bearish, you should anticipate this bearish gap to hold. This is the only anticipation. You will not anticipate this gap to fail. Why? Because you already have a protected high of day. We're delivering away from the high. We still have probably drawn liquidity open. So this gap should hold. If it doesn't hold, then what should I do? I'll wait for a key level to be formed and thin, because my only bias is like to take shorts. I'm not really going to be focusing on bias. So that's really it. I don't know if you got the point or not, and if I answered the question. If I did not, probably can try to form it another way, but no. Like now price consolidating on NQ and ES after hitting the 4 hour gap. That's the thing. Now in that case you just wait. That's why, since like why do you think I'm not trying to frame the low of 10 a.m. even though that's what I try always to do. That's why I do the streams on 10 a.m. Why? Because I always want to frame the low or the high of the candle. But what did I say at the beginning? Now it's not really clear. The current daily candle is just ranging within this high and this low. So unless I see clean delivery forming the low of 10 a.m. with a clean key level to form the universal sequence, low open, this is the current low of the candle, current high, and then I'm just gonna deliver. I'm not gonna take it. That's why I'm waiting right now. I'm not really taking anything. Because we don't have no clear directional bias. We're still just waiting this daily candle. We do have this SMT here. We do have this SMT. We do have this SMT. So I'm just seeking destroy. But if we form this hourly swing here, now I would take it. Why? Because this is a really clean APD sequence. Look at YM, traded above the high, in Q. It's literally really good. It's around the EQ the range. Not only that, we have a bullish candle, bearish candle. So that's what? This is two-stage PSP. Now I don't really need to confirm the high of day. I just need to confirm the high of the candle. Since I'm confirming the high 10 a.m. with a two-stage PSP, and I have a drawn liquidity still open here, this low, which is the current low day, and previous daily low here, then that's all I care about. I have a clean drawn liquidity, I have a two-stage PSP, we're respecting a gap on the way down, so now I can be comfortable to trade, to take a short into a level. So now what I really need to see, we chopped for a bit, now we're seeing price gonna deliver lower. Ideally, I want to stand in 5 gap, trade back into it, given that CIC, and that would be my easiest short to take it here. That would be a really clean, easy short. So premium discount to select 30 or 1 hour gap. Is there another mix? So we use premium discount to select 30 minutes or 1 hour. No. For the premium discount, if you want to trade the universal sequence, if you want to trade the SMT fill. So if you want to trade the SMT fill, not an hourly or 30-minute gap. If you want to wait a 30-minute or hourly gap, you need a swing formation and 1-stage or 2-stage cracking correlation. That's what you need. I'm just talking about SMT fill, if you guys are familiar with it. Even though I don't advise you guys to trade the SMT fill, it's not really good. It takes a lot of practice, and it takes a lot of yeah. Just wait for a swing formation and then trade it. When I was trading the SMT fills, it was really problematic. I used to take maybe like my win rate goes down by like I don't know 40%, 30%. Yeah, so I used to take a lot of hits trading the SMT fill. So that's why you don't really see me guys trading SMT fills quite much. I just wait for swing formation and then take it too low. So now, once you trade back into the gap, CISD, I'll take this short. HO, just delivering lower. Unfortunately, there's nothing to take. And look at that. Just now we had an SMT fill, guys. If you guys remember, I said the SMT fill, but I will not take it. But it did play out. Maybe like an SMT fill with a C2 formation, it's good, but like this one is like so high up in the leg, so I wouldn't really advise you guys to take it. Even though it played out, well, yeah, I wouldn't advise you to take it. So let's see now in Q. Let's see. Let me put ES here. Let me take that off. Go to trade away. Hopefully it logs in directly. Is the stream still on? Is the stream still on, guys? Please share the checklist before entering in the trade. Probably do a specific video for that. I'll keep this in mind. How do you choose between gaps on 30 minutes and 1 hour? Most of the time, the hourly gap is like a 30-minute gap, but you wanna refine it to like a 1 big gap. If you have 30-minute 2 gaps, and the hourly you have 1 gap, just keep it on an hour. And the better the gap, the bigger the time frame, the better the gap. So, yeah. Let me see if the stream is still working. Let me make sure if the stream is still working, guys. Yeah, it's still working. Okay. All right. I think I have a retracement here on NQ, I guess. Let me Get out of the way. All right, we're having a retracement. Let's see. How much it got? A lot. What does it go in my head? Let me play some music. Let me see. 34, okay. Is the ST validating the M3 on ES in a few seconds long? CISD is not what's gonna make you take a trade. It's just an entry. CISD is just an entry criteria. It's just like for you to enter the trade, not to anticipate that a high is gonna get taken out. Your narrative should do the job. I'll wait for a universal sequence here from this gap. Once we have, again, I'll see how this hourly candle closes, and then I'll decide. That's why I'm waiting for the hourly to close. I'm not really gonna go for a 30-minute. So we have a gap here. So price might still do this. We're sitting within probably this gap here. So let's see. Let's see what's up. M5, M3. All right, the M5 goes to the gap. Let's see the M3. So we're gonna deliver lower or not. Thanks, bro. You're welcome. We're already from Morocco. For shorts, don't we need YM to show the reversal first is trading above the previous day? I don't really need that. You're trading the weaker asset. I'm not trading YM. If you're trading YM, then yeah, you'll need to see some weakness. But I'm not trading YM. I'll trade NQ, which is already weak. So I don't need anything. But seems like I might be going for the highs, by the way. Seems like I might be going for the high here. Have this essentially here. Well, let's see. Like for example, in that case, you don't really want to trade this. Let me see on 30 minutes. Is an SMT fail? We need that 30-minute closure. Okay. If we get this CIST, I'm really interested in taking that short, by the way. I'm really interested. I do like it. Wait, let me do something here on OBS. You guys cannot see my screen, right? Let me make sure you guys cannot see my screen. Let me make sure. Let me see. I'm watching on YouTube, so to make sure that you guys are not seeing my screen, because I'm gonna do that. All right. Let me go to log into my trader view. One sec, guys, because I don't have two monitors here. I'm outside, so that's the only way to do it. Just bear with me, guys. I'll log in quick, and then I'll be back. Wait, I'll do something here. Alright, so let me copy this, and then paste it here. Copy this. No, just this. Alright, we're good to go. I think that would do it. Good. Okay. All right, we back, boys. We back. All right, we're back. All right. You guys will see the screen in a minute because just of the delay. You guys will see my screen in a sec. All right. All right. Let's see if we're gonna get the CXT or not. M5. We got 2 minutes for the closure. 2 minutes for the closure. So I'll just wait for the M3. The M3 looks a lot better. I'll risk like $200 in that trade. If we see a floor to this place lower, then most likely, you guys know we're gonna go for an instant break. Let's see. 45 is about to close too. 30 minutes, 15. They're probably not gonna close below. One EU, one OP. Wait 1 second, I'll answer your question. Let me see what's going on to trade and answer your question. Yo, my max charger is going down really, like it's going quick. From 34 in like 3 minutes ago or 4 minutes ago to 32 now. When you run the stream and everything, I think it's, yeah, it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of power. I do have a clean 5 here. Alright. Hopefully, we'll have a new swing formation before this high gets taken out. That's my only wish. Let me see from here. Yeah, hopefully we can have a new swing formation before we take out his high. See, oh wow. I might get the closure here. Okay. Go for like $200. Go for 2 columns. Alright. Human bridges. If this within this 3 minute candle we don't really retrace, then I'm just gonna put it at the gap and stop at the body. Let's see. We fell into this place above this high, which is good too. I swear I can cry when I see your face. Bro, this album, I don't know why you guys don't like this album. I don't know if you guys like it or not, but dreams of family in LA. It's just delivering lower, damn bro. Alright, seems like I'm not gonna get it. That'll be my trade now. Like you can trade ES as the lagging asset, but as the mid asset again to go for the lows, but not now. You gain. Where's she at? Where's she at? Prices. Alright. Just take that off, guys. That's probably gonna deliver to the lows. But I'm just gonna keep an alert here. Once price comes back, I'll just hit it manually. Okay. Let me set M1. We're actually in a good area right now, like within this gap here on ES. Oh man, if just InQ delivers lower, bro. Oh my god, that would be so good. We'll have this SMT here, with like this possible C2 here. Oh my god, bro. I can take the short into the low, then take the... Alright, we're going back into the level. I don't like this reaction, to be honest. Let's see. I don't like this reaction here. But let's see. Let's see if we're going to get back to the gap or not. And I still cannot take it now. Until the candle closes, then the gap is going to be confirmed. Oh man, he even posted a single thing. Like, this looks like a traffic zone. Look at that, bro. Once the price kind of trades within here, it just kind of ranges. Once it kind of goes below, it just expands. Alright, it's time to do it again, though. And put it again. Your baby mama ain't even post a single. Where's she at? M5. It's better to put it the M5 body, to be honest. But still 1 to 2, right? Okay, still can do 1 to 2. We might form another gap here. And again, same. If you guys really look at it, you're gonna go from the EQ to EQ. This gap, which is just around the EQ, should be the one to kind of hold the price lower. If we don't got it, then it is what it is. I'll focus on this one here. You know what? This is the current high of the candle, right? Current high of the M15 candle. So M1. Alright, okay. Even though I don't really like this reaction, to be honest, from the lows, you should just deliver now. But let's see. I still trust it. I still trust it. We have this M15 gap, so, and my stop is covering the M15 gap, so it's good because price might want to fuck around and form another C2 here. So it's good. Let's see. Please answer. Not now, bro. I'm trading right now. After the, and then I'll try. Okay. All right, I'm in. All right, I'm in. Let's see if we're losing money or winning. Let's see if we can. I don't like this reaction on ES. I don't really like this reaction. If we confirm this CSD here, it's a little bit bad, to be honest. We did trade into the CISD, okay. We confirmed the CISD. Maybe I'll take one con off. I don't like the fact that we confirmed the CISD here. So I'll just go for half risk here, guys. Alright, going with half risk. Yeah, this is the continuation signature here. Trade below the low, fill a displace, CISD. With a clean draw on liquidity, so, yeah. That's why I just closed one, not everything. Because this asset is weaker, so I'm just gonna wait for this one. If it doesn't deliver, then yeah, I'm gonna go for the highs. This was actually insane. table. B is on the table. B is on the table. I don't want to talk about go for make them remember. Let me see. Why are you selling? Yeah, man. Should be white. Because we had like a two-stage PSP on confirming the 4-hour candle, the high of the 4-hour, but seems like we're gonna go for the SMT break. But that looks clean though. Fair to this place above a high, PSP, two-stage PSP. Let's see. Not really two-stage PSP, just what is it called? It was going to be a two-stage. If I'm waiting for this hourly candle to close. If this hourly candle closes like this without me getting taken out, then there's a possibility we're gonna trade lower. PSP, this one bearish, this one's bullish. Traded above the high. I haven't traded yet, and also on YM. Then yeah, let's see if we're gonna survive for the next 6 minutes or not. Price is given two stages SMT on EU, one on previous daily high, and the second one is 1 hour, but 4 hour is not supporting expansion. If you have a screenshot, that would be better. If you have a chart screenshot, that's gonna be better. Have you seen the new T video? Should have to wait for 30-minute candle close. Price should make a CSC to be. Have you seen the new TV? Should have to wait. You put the rules, bro. Like, there's something here. Wait, let me put music up. We are human beings, and we have our own brains. So what we do is just what we learn, what we can learn, and then we try to do what makes sense for us. If it makes sense for you to wait for a 30-minute, then do it. If it makes sense for you to wait for 15, then yeah. But you should take the knowledge and then try to make it yours. Do not, like for example, Garrett says, don't do this. It doesn't mean you don't have to do it. You're a human. You should think about it, see what works for you and whatnot. So yeah. I just go with what I feel is right. But yeah, I try to follow my rules, like what makes sense to me based on my market experience and how I view the market, and that's it. So just not because somebody said you can do this, then you can't. Like maybe he has market experience, he can guide you on some things, but it doesn't mean like it's forbidden, or if you guys get what I mean. Anyways, let me see if this gap is gonna hold. If I see reaction from this gap, then probably try to trail really hard and just close for like a minus 50 or minus 40 bucks. But if we just kind of close below it, then that's good. Because what I don't like right now is this candle here. It kind of formed like open, low, high, and this is a new invalidation level to then continue from. So let's see. I'll give it like this minute here. Let's see. All right, now we can decide. If price just closes below it, then that's good. But if we fail to close below it, probably I'll manage my trade. Probably. So the target is 117 points. 17 multiplied by 2, 20, 14, 43, 200. 243, right? If my math is correct. 243, yes. Because we have 50 point, like a half a point here. Okay. All right. Let's see if we're going to close below it. If we do, that's good. If we don't, then it is what it is. I'm just going to trail my stop to the bottom of the candle or try to close the trade on. Whatever, I'll see. Again, my management, what makes sense for a moment, try to do it. I try to journal, and then I decide. I try to filter like what was best for me for the situation and what was not best for me for that situation. That's how I try to frame my trading. Anyways, let's see. Like especially now that we have like dived all the way down here, you don't really want to see this candle closing back above the gap. Look how far we traded below it. So if you like fail to close above it, below it, then I'll just close the trade manually. Like just close it manually. Let's see. But since we close below it, then yeah, the trade is still valid. Probably trail my stop here because that's the new protected swing. Even though we don't have a CIC, but there is nothing really that would cause price to go higher other than this gap. And since we traded below it, price should go for this low at least. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and do this now. Some people would be like, oh, we trail fast, because by the time if price goes up to that high, most likely than not, it will go ahead and take that high. So why not just take me out here, not here? Again, this is what makes sense for me. This is how I trade. Again, you guys can do like your own management style. You guys can decide, and then yeah. And once, but I will not move to break even. The maximum I can do is like once we probably confirm this CISD and we have a gap, I'll move to the body, and that's like probably my last area to trail my stop, because price can trade back into the gap, and then trade lower. So that's it. Maybe the decision of closing the contract was not the best, maybe, but as long as both sides haven't been hit, you can really tell if it's the right or the wrong decision. So I can't make a decision right now just because I'm up, because I'm in the green. Yeah, maybe if I get taken out, I'll be like, yeah, that was good. I managed to, instead of taking like almost a 60-point stop, I'll be taking a 39-point stop and a 50% L. Not even a 50, it's gonna be like, I don't know, like a 35% L. So yeah, and I can still trail my stop here and make it a lot better. But let's see. Anyways, let me go here. Guys, do you know if a two-stage can be a PS mini smith? Yes. Let me get this for you, my dog. Let me get this for you. Two-stage can be all these types. My internet is bad. 2 SMGs. Oh wow, let me put it. No, not Chinese. Let me go to ABC. Alright. Two-stage. Cracks and correlation. Alright. I think it's time to put it to the body now. Alright. Alright, let me go. Where's that text? Alright, let me make it close here. Go to option. Just keep watching the trade at the same time and then explain. Two-stage can be first formation, 2 SMTs. 2 SMTs. Oh my god, bro. PSP and SMT. These are the 2 types. So it can be 2 SMTs. For example, the first stage SMT, the second stage, or we can have 1 stage SMT and a PSP, or a PSP followed by an SMT. These are the 2 stages that we can have. Alright, so now I think my trade is going to be an L right now. Why? Because we fell to this place below this low here. So I think I'm going to take an L here. But it's going to be a really tiny L. It's going to be like a $50 L, which is so good compared to like 250. So I'm only taking a 20% L. So as I said, this gap is supposed to push price lower. If it doesn't, then we're just gonna go for the body. And once you go for the body, you go for the high, go for that high too. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go for an L here. From being up around like 120 bucks here, but let's see if we're gonna survive the trade or not. Let's see, and that's gonna be interesting. It's interesting. Let's keep watching the trade now. Let me see my battery level. 25. Wow. It's going down quick, man. Holy. It's going down really quick. And just like my PNL. We have a positive correlation between my PNL and my battery. My battery. Let's see. B's on the table. B's on the table. All right, I'm out. All right. Like once it gets here, I'm sure I'll get taken out. There's no way it's gonna reverse. There's no possible way it's gonna reverse. That'll just take me out. But I'm not gonna close manual. I just wait for it to go there. I will not close manual. Just wait for it to hit the ring bell. Wait, let me share my OBS. One sec. Let me share my mic audio so you guys can hear the voice too. Because I'm not, as long as I'm not listening to any song, then no problem for desktop audio. 2 points and I'm out. All right. Let me get this out of the way. Let me see. Have you seen guys, in Q, gonna take the low. Maybe in another world. Where are you? What's all the noise? Yeah, I'm outside, man, that's why. S&P, smashing GP, for real? Is it pushing higher? Was it but it's not a good decision to close my chart. Oh wow, did deliver from the order block. Anyways, let me see. Thanks, absolutely. Always many welcome. Here's the screenshot. The fuck? Here's the screenshot. Where is it? No, what you do, look. You go here, you gotta copy, and then copy link. Right? If you don't want to copy a link, you can give me this one here. You can give me this. You can give me this one. And then yeah, I'll try to take a look at your screenshot. Did you? Yeah, I did. All right, so that was a good decision to manage the trade the way I did. So I was gonna go from let me take 2 columns. I went from a $235 risk to maybe like $60. So that was a good one. Maybe I could have trailed better once I saw this fair to close here, fair to CISD. There was a better opportunity to manage my trade somewhere in here. I think that was my mistake. Especially with looking at ES, that same candle is failing to close below this order block here, forming this candle here, confirming the CISD. And again, this is a C2 ideal formation. But yeah, something to write in a journal. What time is it? 11. What time is it? Oh, that's Wi-Fi. Holy, bro. 23. Bees on the table. Bees on the table. Alright. How do you recommend passing eval? Trading after 9:30 or before? Both. Trade at 6 or 7. Trade at 10. Trade at Asia. Yeah, like both can do it. Like now I trade both. Like whenever I'm free, I try to trade. As long as I'm following the same 4-hour profiling, the way I do at 10, the way I do at 6 o'clock, so it's all good. Yeah, as long as you have a clean bias, clean directional bias, clean draw liquidity, clean 4-hour candle profiling, then yeah, you should be good to go. Let me go for the trade that I took on gold. Let me see. I really forgot what it was, but it was on Monday. But I took it a bit early on the day. I took it like somewhere around. Yeah, where is it? It was this one. Yeah, it was literally this one here. Not early, it's like 9, I guess. Yeah, 9:36. That was my trade. No, there was another low somewhere in. Yeah, I took it to this low, but I took the retest, and it was like a 2R. It was somewhere in here. That was my trade on. What's it called? Monday. Yesterday I did not take any trade. But no, I did take another trade here on Monday, which was, I think I took this CISD. Like one of the CISDs, I just got taken out and thin price delivered. Yeah, this one. I took this CISD. Where was it? I don't even remember, bro. No, I took this one. I remember. I took this one here. I wanted to go for this low here. I did not really go for this low, but I got taken out. I took a market execution. I got taken out and then price delivered to my stop. But here, I took this trade and I went to bed. Did I? Monday. I think I was doing something at 2. I think I was watching full World Cup. I don't know. And yeah, maybe like if I was aware, I would have probably taken another entry here, especially after taking out the highs. This is like how I went about it is like this is an overblock delivered from it, but the best 2 key levels are like highs and lows and gaps. Fortunately, there were no gaps here. We traded above a high. We had the CXT, so this could have been a lot better. They could have been like a clean, really good 2R. But yeah, it is what it is. Just move on. Should I up the risk? No, don't do it, bro. I was going for the $500, but it's too risky. Maybe keep it like 300. 300 is perfect. And if you're trading 2 sessions, if you're trading 1 session, then yeah, I would suggest $500 with a 2K trailing stop. Some people recommend 10% of the risk, but if you're trading just 1 session, maybe like 2 hours, and trying only to profile the low of 1 4-hour candle, then you can risk quite a lot, because especially if you're trading, for example, just NQ and ES, for 1 day you can take an L. The next day you might take also an L, but the next day if you take a 2R, you'll be back at break even. And I think if you go like 4 back-to-back L's, maybe there's something wrong. So yeah, because if you have just a 50%, what's it called? 50% win rate. I mean, you still have the probability of to take 5 back-to-back L's and like a 10 trade sample size. But you can maybe, what you do if you have like, for example, a 50% win rate, there's a probability that you will take 5 L's back to back again. So now what you do, maybe you go to like 6 trades, and then you have 2K of risk divided by 6. How much will it give? Like 300 or 350? Then you risk that 350, because even if you take 5 back-to-back L's, which you have the probability of taking back-to-back, then you're still safe. But again, you'll have like 1 trade left, and you'll have a lot of stress to bet in that trade. So yeah, that's how I would go about it. How many RR are you averaging per week? I don't really know, bro. Sometimes I'm down, sometimes I'm up. Sometimes I'm up 7R, sometimes I'm down 3R, sometimes I'm down 2R, sometimes I'm up 7R. Like last week, I was up 3R, 4R, because I took an L, followed by a W, so I was up like an R or like 7 point something, and then I took a W for like almost 3R. Then I took a loss. Maybe like 3 or 4R. I don't remember. Should I close ES or later not? Since you asked that question, you should not take a prop account. As long as you don't know when to close your trade, you're not ready to buy a challenge dog. You just wait for a sec. Once you have like your what is it called? Once you have your rules, you can follow them, then yeah, you're ready. But now, because of that question, I don't think you're ready, bro. Bees on the tip. Oh wow, bro. Did deliver. Thank you, CL. Thank you. For not giving me an entry. Thank you. Look at each O, bro. Wow. Extreme to extreme. Absolute beauty. Absolute beauty. Let me see if there was an SMT fill here that I missed out on. Something that I could have taken. Probably not. No. Nothing, bro. The only thing we had is like this 2-stage here. 2-stage PSP. That's it. But I wouldn't take it, unfortunately. So yeah, this was like a nail day. Like today, for example, even though like I managed my trade and I'm not losing like 1R, because my 1R is like $250 to $300, but even though I lost, I don't know, $60, $70, I would still call it as minus 1R. I'll not call it like 0.2. No, I'll just call it 1R. Let me check. What went wrong on today's trade? I think the timing. I think only the timing. I think it still has the possibility to go to the lows. I don't think I did anything wrong. The only thing I would say is the fact that we have still an open draw on ES that haven't been hit, and we're so close proximity to the drawn liquidity on ES. And maybe it would have been better to wait for the hourly closure to confirm the 2-stage PSP on that candle here. Because when I took the 30-minute, we don't really have a PSP. This is a bullish candle. This one is also a bullish candle. if you see this 30-minute, the last 30-minute candle is what confirmed the PSP, right? And now we have a two-stage PSP that now you can wait for this candle here to give you the intra-candle CISD, which in that case would be here. That would be the only thing I would say, because I got in somewhere in here, 10:51, like 10:48, 10 minutes left for the candle to close. So maybe like it would have been better to wait for the hourly closure, I think, or wait for ES to take out a high, and then now you have YM and ES trading just the same general liquidity, which is so far on NQ, which is most likely not going to take it, and then you'll have this EDP. I think that's the only thing I did wrong. It's not the only thing. There's quite a lot of things. You do trading full time or anything just as a side? You do trading full time or anything? I do a lot of things, all to the side. Yo, you are back. Yes, bro. Are you profitable? No, I'm not. He's on the table. Let me see Spotify, bro. Let me go for you know what? I'll go for Habibji. Where is that one? We go for Habibji. We go for Wannabe. Oh. Any more questions? There were 20 viewers? When I asked my profile, I said no. 5 left. I'm just kidding, guys. I don't think there will be another trade here. I think I'm just gonna call it a day and go home. Alright, we got 21. Looks perfect. 21 Savage. Oh, this one's really good. Wait. I'm gonna give you guys all this and then you tell me if it's good. Wait. You tell me, guys, if you guys like it or not. Once it reaches like 50 sec, then I'm gonna stop it because copyright.
Yeah. I'm coming your way, I'm right in your face with something to say. I know that you ball, I know that.
Okay, that's it. Copyright, bro. Let me get this. Here. Get this down. Alright, now we're back. I think this high is gonna get taken out. I think once we take out this high, I'll be interested in taking another short. Now we have failure swings on a 30-minute. Failure swings, beautiful. Take out the high. Advanced premium discount sequence. Then yeah. All right. At the beginning of the week, we had the PSP on that traded gold and was chopped up. Can you tell me how you would have traded? Wait, one second, I'll give back to you. What would it take so you become profitable? What's missing? You're talking about me or like in, general advice? Wait. Oh, I thought she's coming to me to say we're gonna call. At the beginning of the week, we had PSP on it. I traded gold when I was chopped up. Can you tell me? If you guys, it's better if you guys can send the screenshot. It's a lot better. It makes it easier for me to see what's going on in your chart, how you went about it, and to answer your question. For me to go on my chart and then try to check it out, it's a little bit troublesome. You guys, what you guys can do, go here, copy a link, send me the link. That's it. And I'll check it out. MGC. Let me see what's the better. 19, bro. What the fuck? In like 10 minutes, 5% went away. That's bad. That's really bad. That's really bad. What's going on here with my Mac, bro? Holy, bro. Should have held that shit, man. Should have held that shit forever. Did I take this? Tuesday. I did not. I did not take it. All right. Yes, you said not. Bro, if I'm not profitable, would I stream, bro? I would not stream if I'm not profitable. How would I help people? How would I say some things? How would I advise people to do some things while they're not working for me? But yeah, actually, I'm not profitable. You got me, bro. Let me put this on. Put this on here, okay. So if you guys have any questions, maybe we'll run the stream to like 11:30 and then call it a day. So for the next 12 minutes, if you guys have any questions, drop them in the chat. I'll try to help. What day is it tomorrow? Thursday. I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream tomorrow or not. I got a lot of things to do because I'm flying back to my country in the next 2 weeks. So I got to do a lot of things. You do a live stream every day? I'm trying to, but I'm not really consistent with live streaming, to be honest. I'll try to. Tomorrow I'll try to stream again. On Friday there's a bank holiday, right? Tomorrow we have NFP, right? Yeah. Then Friday, what do we have? Yeah. Bank holiday. Alright. Tomorrow we gotta do something good here. Alright, so tomorrow I'll try to stream. Wait. Let me make sure that's the only tab I'm closing. Am I closing the... You know, let me try to do this. Close. Bruh. No way. Oh my god, bro. Alright, I closed. This is my mistake. Where are you from? This is the question I get a lot, bro, every day. Yeah, you go. I think that's a really good answer. Yeah, you go to this date, then there's a football match on that date, then you guess. They don't trust you because thanks, man. It stopped me out and then it went higher. ES or I'm not just anybody. Incurred. It is what it is, man. It happens, bro. We got him from where? The link fails to come. On TradingView or in the chat? In the chat, don't put the whole link. Just put the last. Let me show you. Once you got to copy a link, and then Control V, you go here. This. You give me this. You just give me this code. Don't give me the whole link. Just this one here. Just this one here. Stream is healthy. Now it's better. Let me bring my mouse. My mouse will do a better job here. The broken I got no more rocks to spin on you. Spin on. What? Why I can't paste? Q7BA. Q7. Bro, what's wrong? Q7BA. What time is that? And what time frame is that? You still got an hour and 40 minutes for the candle close. So most likely this is a 4 hours. You try to short. Alright, let me try to see. It might have been 26. Which one is 26? After the 26, okay. So it's supposed to be XEU. Oh, it's totally different, bro, from the futures chart. Let me show you something here. It's quite different. Look at that. Look at GC here, bro. That's the issue. It's quite different here. Look at gold. What time it does it open? It's 9 a.m. It opens at 9. Wait, but which liquidity provider are you using, by the way? Yeah, it's just like this one. So you should not use this one. If you want to use XUUSD, you should use forex.com. You should use this one at least. Let me check and make sure. Yes, you should use forex.com. Because look at that, now it opens at 10. Do not use Owanda. When you go to USD.com, what you can do is just go to what is it called? You can do it here. Let me make sure. But you know what? Just go to forex.com. Now it's the same as GC. Now it's a lot better. Because the one in Owanda opens at 9 a.m. Look at the candle. It opens at 9 a.m. Like 1300. Look at that same candle here. It's 10 a.m. So like in terms of the hourly, it would be the same, exactly the same. But for the 4-hour profiling, it's not good. So you use forex.com, not Owanda. Wait. Okay. How are you going to see it? Just like I did right now. Any advice for unpowerful trader though? By the way, back to Snowfield help. Welcome, brother. Any advice for unpowerful trader? I don't really know your what's going on with you, man. Like I don't know if it's a strategy issue or if it's a patient issue or psychology issue. So it's better if you describe your situation, man. Oh man, this was a good entry. But there was no swing, man. Holy. It's really bad. We did have a swing here, but after the swing was formed, no entries were provided. Call me back when you be. Alright, what time is it? Still got 4 minutes, guys. And also my laptop is dying here, so. If I end up taking another trade, I'll let y'all know. I'll try to share it on Discord. If we form another swing here, that's gonna be really good, man. Are there times you use 30-minute or 15-minute gaps? Yes, when price is expanding higher, I cannot really wait for the hourly. I'll use the M15 or 30-minute. Price is just expanding. Go to Maid of Honor. Ah man, no good songs. New bestie? What the fuck is that? Let me listen and see. You only trade C3? Most of the time, yes. But I do trade C2s if I'm having an SMT fail. But I trade quite fewer SMT fails now. Stories about my brother. Where is it? Let me go for 8 a.m. All right. I think that would be it for the stream today, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. It was really good to see y'all here. And time flies, bro. Last stream was on Friday. Holy fuck, bro. Monday and Tuesday I did not stream. Today I streamed. I gotta be a little bit more consistent, man. Because I think by the time I fly back to my country, it will be really, really hard for me to stream. Yeah. Let's see. So, I'll try to stream tomorrow. It's not a promise. I'll try my best to do so. Friday there's no stream. Maybe like on Friday we do some sort of like stream just to run over the week. Try to do something very productive to learn something new to just kind of go over the week or try to review something. If you guys have any questions, prepare them for Friday. But tomorrow, if I'm gonna stream, I'll let y'all know on Discord. If not, then yeah. And if we're gonna do a session for questions, if you guys have any questions, then I'll let y'all know so you guys can prepare the questions and also prepare links like this. So I can just go ahead and look at the chart directly, see if I see anything wrong, try to give you my feedback on it. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. See you guys. I'll pack up my stuff now and also go back home because it's quite late now. So yeah, and who knows, maybe I'm not sure, I cannot promise. I might stream PM session. I might stream. It's not a promise. I'm not sure. Yeah, if I see there's still potential for the day to deliver something, then I'll stream. If not, then yeah, there's no stream for me. And if I do end up taking a trade, if I don't end up taking a Drake, holy fuck, let me stop Drake, bro. Yo, bro, stop. If I do end up taking a trade, then I'll let y'all know. Either I'll post it a video, I'll post it on Discord or stream or something. Yeah. So yeah, that's really it. See you guys, take care. And again, if I'm gonna stream PM, I'll let y'all know. If I'm gonna stream tomorrow, I'll let y'all know. If I'm gonna stream on Friday, I'll let y'all know. So that's it for me. Thank you guys for tuning in and see you guys. Take care. Adios, amigos. See you guys. Enjoy the rest of your week. See you guys.